Hi everyone. So we went through some basics about lighting and lighting schemes. Let's now do something creative. And since there are almost no advertising photos with no water drops or matte effect on the bottles, I'm gonna do anti-spot spray, so the bottle would be less glossy. And then I'm gonna put some water drops on the bottle, so it would look like the bottle is really cold with water in it. And there are two effects for it. There are a few brands who do them, produce them. I use Condor Photo Anti-Spot, but you may use any of them. Here's also was Condor Photo Dew Effect, but now there's just glycerin with water. I guess about 1/3 of glycerin and 2/3 of water, and it works pretty well. So okay, let's prepare the bottle. So what I want to do first is to put anti-spot spray on the bottle, about 45 degrees and 25 centimeters from the bottle. I guess I need some more. It usually works better when it's new. This one, maybe a few years old, it doesn't work as well as it used to be. So sometimes I need to put more of it. Yeah, I guess that would be enough. And now glycerin with water. Yeah, I guess let's go. Glycerin could leave a real mess around the place when you put it on the bottle, so you want to use something like this to keep the space clean. Okay, great. I think the bottle looks great. Now let's start building a light scheme. I'm going to start with light behind the bottle. I would need the smallest light stand I've got. I would probably use even smaller one if I've got it, but that should be okay too. Okay, let's do some tests. I want to slide right in the middle, right behind the bottle. Okay, it's too dark, so what I want to do is to make it a bit lighter, and I also can see how does it call, reflector behind the bottle, so I'm gonna need to put it lower. Okay, let's try again. Nope. Okay, that looks way better, but I still see reflector, so I'm gonna put it closer to the bottle and a bit lower. Awesome. Okay, so let's now add some more lights. I want water drops have more volume. I want to add reflexes on them, and in order to get this, I'm going to use portrait dish. It's bigger than regular reflector, and that's why it has bigger reflections in drops, water drops, but still it's sharp enough light from it, not as soft as with soft boxes. So water drops would have quite nice shadow underneath. Okay, let's take one more picture. Now we can see reflexes on water drops. So they look way nicer now. But we need to find a perfect place for this light. I think I'll try to put it more in front and maybe make it a bit lighter. Let's try to put it lower, maybe. Or higher. And see the difference. I think I like it higher because when it stands too low, the bottle is it loses some contrast. No, I still don't like it because I don't see reflections in water drops in front of the bottle. Maybe let's try to put it even more in front. It also depends on the bottle. If the bottle would be darker, this light would work better. Okay, so now I can see reflexes right here in the middle on every drop. Yeah, that's better. But as you see, we got a lot of small drops right here on the label. I think I would like to add some more glycerins there. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, that's better. That's how it's gonna look like after I'll do retouching. something like this, but let's go back to default. Okay, cool. So the final step, what I want to do is to use one more light. I'm gonna put it right here in front of the bottle in order to get some light on the label. And what I want to use is a big piece of milky plexiglass. I'm gonna bend it over the camera, something like this, so it would so I would get a big reflex on the label, as large as I can get. Now let me get one more light. We'll try different options with light, higher, lower, maybe on sides. Let's start with high position. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Let's do some tests. Camera is on 2 seconds delay, so I would have time to bend the plexiglass from my side. Put it down. The light in front didn't work. Let's fix it. It's gonna work now. One more. Okay, great. Now we've got a lot of light on the label. And I think I would clip it from this picture and mix it in Photoshop with some other pictures. And let's now do a couple more options with the light somewhere here on the right side. One more. And the same thing with light on the left side. Okay, cool. So I think now we've got enough material, and what I'm gonna do is to process images, open them in Photoshop, and see what we can do with them. Here's another great thing about glycerin water drops. It's about 24 hours left since the photo shot, and as you can see, drops are still perfect. So you can easily continue your photo shot next day or even the day after the next day. So it's way better than using just water drops.